Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. For those of you new here, my name is Rushell, and in today's video I'm going to be telling y'all how I learned to not take things personal. So let's jump right into this video. So first and foremost, the first thing I had to learn was it's not about me. Like, everything is simply not about me, okay? And this is why I had to realize that I'm at my maximum expression of selfishness, simply meaning that I am assuming that everything in this world is about me. And it is so easy for anyone, I would say, to assume that everything is about them because we can only see from this perspective, like hyper focused on my life, like this is what I know, this is what I see. Therefore, if something is happening, it's about me. I had to learn, baby girl, it is not about you, okay? There are 7.99999, plus more 9 other billion people on this earth, and everything does not revolve around you. It's kind of like that child realizing, oh, there's more people in the world than my parents, right? Like, it's not about you. I had to really understand that it's not about me, and that there is so much going on in this world, and I had to just become very aware of this. The next thing I had to do was practice my emotional resilience, and this is basically your emotional response to situations, right? So for instance, I used to be a person that gets really defensive and angry. If you're telling me something that I feel as though I had to defend myself, right? I won't even hear your perspective because I'm not listening anymore. Like, I just want to be like, no. Like, this is truly how I used to be. I used to get so angry and so upset because I needed to defend myself, when really and truly all I needed to do was listen and hear where your point of view was before I responded. But I had such a difficult time doing that, and that was because I had a hard time accepting the reality of the situation, especially if the other person is trying to show me that I was in the wrong. It's like I couldn't even accept the situation. Like, no, it was straight emotions, just straight out raw, and this is what it is, this is what it's not, and I just couldn't accept the reality of the situation. Like, I needed to be wrong, and if you get in it in an angry, defensive way, oh well, because I don't care. Because why? Because it was about me, not about you. Now, when I had to put the two together and realize that it is not about me, right? And I had to accept the situation and be better with my emotional response and my emotional awareness, and understand how I'm reacting to a situation. It really changed me from taking things so personal. And one of the things that really helped me start taking things so personal is when I started to become more mindful, right? Because when I started to become more mindful, I was no longer just thinking about me. I was starting to think about the other person's perspective of the situation. Okay, why are they feeling this way about the situation? Or, maybe they're not having a good day today, but here I am ready to blaze up with them and start a whole fight because of what I think is going on, because I'm thinking it's about me, when really and truly it's about them. They could be the one that's having a bad day. For instance, right, say when you're a little girl, you like to sing, your mom comes in and tells you to shut up because you can't sing because she's having a bad day. As a little girl, you're not thinking, oh, my mom is having a bad day. You're thinking, oh snap, like, dang, my mom think I have a bad voice, so you stop singing for the rest of your life. You see what I'm saying? But really and truly, it wasn't even about you. Mom was just having a bad day. And instead of her saying, I'm having a bad day, be quiet, she tries to be rude to you. So it's really that perspective. And sometimes, I had to realize that I have to ask for clarification. So if I say good morning or to someone and they completely ignore me, I'm not gonna go cuss them out because they ignore me. Maybe they're having a bad day, or maybe someone said something to me, and before I start taking it personal, maybe I should ask, okay, why do you feel that way about me? Or why do you feel that way? Why do you think that way? Instead of me automatically assuming that it's about me, right? Kind of if somebody calls you ugly, like, you're not ugly, you're beautiful, but why did they feel the need to call you ugly? Maybe your actions in that moment to them were ugly, and the only word that came to their mind was ugly instead of them. It's really just going back and asking for these clarification and trying to be mindful in every situation, how you respond to situations, because your response is really what really affect how, if you're taking this thing personal, how you're taking it personal. Another thing I had to do was find a happy medium between my hypersensitive and caring too deeply, because I can be very, very sensitive, and there are times when I do care way too deeply. So am I caring too deeply, or am I very sensitive about what was said? So it's really finding those two mediums, especially if it's something about you and you feel like you're being personally attacked, right? Because I didn't talk about that. Feeling like you're being personally attacked can really, really, really change how you take, if you take it personal or if you don't take it personal, right? Because it's normal to want to take things personal, but sometimes we can spend too much energy thinking about what people think about us, okay? And trying to depend on people's approval. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it really depends when it comes to hypersensitivity and caring too deeply. Like, you really got to figure out, like, okay, am I caring too much, or am I just really sensitive? Because I know me, sometimes I'm just really sensitive, and it's not even about like caring. Like, I don't even care about what you said. It's just that I'm so sensitive in this moment that it just hit me harder. You feel me? All in all, we just gotta make sure that we see things in perspective, okay? Because, as I said, it is not about us. And see things in perspective and trying to understand that, yes, when I was driving this morning, this person stuck their finger up at me, gave me the bird, but that wasn't about me. I don't even know, dude. That wasn't about me. I was still gonna drive my 50 miles an hour in the speeding lane. Don't do that. But you see what I'm saying? Because it's not about me. It's just that they were running late. They felt like I was going through slow, and the honking wasn't working, and now they're all upset. They're in their feelings, right? Because they're like, dang, I gotta get to work, and this person in front of me is driving too slow. I'm not gonna let that ruin my day. I'm not about to do that, because now I'm just gonna be stuck in this emotion all day. It's really all about perspective, and that's why it's so important to understand that it's really, really, sometimes people just take their feelings out on you, but that's not your fault. Yeah, right? It's not your fault. You didn't do anything, so you just gotta work towards getting you better, right? And learn how to not take things personal, and not how to let what happened this morning on the highway affect your whole day, because it really can't. Like, you can start off, have one bad thing happen, then you're thinking, oh, okay, here goes the bad thing. Now this, then the third. It just seems like a cycle of bad things happening, when in reality, it's just that person was having a bad day. You were the first thing they could take their emotions out of. They took it out on you, and now they going on about their day, having a good day, and here you are caring too deeply or being so sensitive about a situation that happened. But when you become mindful about it, you realize, okay, yeah, that happened, but the day gotta go on, right? Like, the day gotta go on. So yeah, so those are the things that I learned, or some of the things I had to learn in the process of not taking things too personal. Like, it is like a day-to-day kind of struggle, right? Like, every day you gotta remember to be mindful, the power of being present, right? The power of being present in every single moment, in every situation. Like, it's not always about you. It's not, okay, Shell, it's not always about you. It's really about the perspective of the situation. So yeah, so these were the things that I learned. I hope this video was very helpful. It's very quick and straight to the point. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.